Hello guys, how you doing? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know in the chat. Let me check here with my team if they can hear me, if they can see me well. Okay, all good, all good. Okay guys, how are you doing today? All good? How was your night's sleep? Did you sleep well? When we sleep, our brain really washes, our body really washes our brain, you know, just so we release toxins. So if you don't sleep well enough, deep enough, for, you know, enough time, you probably don't have an optimal brain. So it really is important for you to have a good night's sleep. Cool. So okay guys, let's dive straight in. I don't know if I should wait a little bit for some of you guys, but we can start with a review. So when more people come, so they will see, maybe they will just get the lesson today, or I don't know, they can watch it again. So cool, let's reveal. First things first, what did we talk about yesterday? We spoke about failure, right? That was a very depressing film. That was a very depressing video, and I know it was depressing because it is depressing, and it's more than that. Actually, it's utterly devastating for an entrepreneur to fail, but not only for entrepreneur, it's not only about our businesses, you know. We can fail many things. We can fail our health, we can fail our family, we can fail our finances. So failure carries a very, very sort of heavy and uncomfortable feeling that a lot of people take a long time to bounce back. So when we talk about success, it's extremely important that we talk about failure as well. Okay, especially number one, because failure can make us act very, very weirdly. Let's see here if you remember. Drop in the comments if you remember what we saw, like why fear of failure can actually lead us to failing. Let's see if you guys remember. It's okay if you don't. It's okay, I'll tell you. So number one, because we are hyper aware, and when we hyper aware, all our actions are going to be led to only one goal, which is to survive. So you say anxious. Yeah, anxiety also comes from fear. It's a little bit of a different fear, but also comes from fear. Okay, so when you are hyper aware, your only goal is to survive, and also anxiety as well. So if you are anxious, you are afraid, and basically your goal is to survive. So there is no like, oh yeah, success, blah blah blah. No, I want to do this with my business, I want to do that, success. No, there is nothing like that. If you are afraid, if you get to this point of hyper awareness, then forget about your other goals. Everything that you're gonna do, it's essentially to survive. And if your business means like threat, because you know a lot of times we are challenged and we feel uncomfortable, and if you don't have the balance to deal with that, and that's what we're going to learn today, if you don't have the balance, then you know your brain more and more, or your subconscious mind more and more, is going to understand that your business is a threat. So the action is kill the business. So that's the reason why our fear to fail can actually lead us to fail, you know. And what else did we see last night, if you remember? Another reason why our fear can actually make us fail, just if you guys remember. So a lot of you guys in the forums, you asked about vision, you asked about clarity, and what fear does is to create some sort of a fog in front of our eyes, so you can't really see what is ahead. And when you can't see what is ahead, you don't know what the next steps are. So if you want clarity, you need to release fear, not get angry with it. You need to make peace with your fear. Okay. Another thing that failure can actually do to us, just in case you remember, I know it was a lot of stuff yesterday, but I'm here to remind you. So another thing that the fear of failure, the fear can collaborate, you know, for us to fail, is by giving us bad ideas. Because from that hyper awareness, you don't want to succeed, you want to survive. The only goal is to survive. And the last thing we learned yesterday was that balance cannot coexist with survival. So either you're surviving or you have balance. They can't really mix, okay, like water and oil. So yesterday was pretty much a lesson about clarity, because, and that's even the name of the lessons, like get to know the doors you want to open. So with you guys wrote on the forums as well, like how can I not feel afraid to go the wrong way? So guys, number one, you need to know where you want to go. And that's what we did as well last night. We got to know a bit more what success actually is for you, because we know when we are afraid, our only definition of success is survival, okay? So you need to get to know where you want to go, and then you need to decide that you want to get there. Like creating this business, I had to decide that I wanted to become a therapist, and I had to decide to really stay in this path. So decision actually here. So, and the third one was to release fear, because we go back to all that survival thing, okay? And we also another thing that we saw yesterday was to release fear. Like we did some exercise, and I guide you in a meditation to release fear, and I explained you why I chose holistic therapy and why I believe it's more, I don't know, maybe more useful and much more deep, and it's more what is the word? I think it's escaped now from my head, but it's better for us entrepreneurs, because we are a bit of, you know, complex creatures, okay? So all the time we hear like, oh, success comes from here, success comes from there. So today I want to tell you as well why I believe balance is the key to success, okay? And I also want to help you to achieve that. But first, you need to check if your perspective is kind of the same as mine, okay? So the first reason is, I'm going to tell you a story to let you understand this. So once I had a meeting. I had many networking meetings booked like all day, and I met two guys, one after the other. The first guy, we were talking and everything, and he asked me, oh, you got a blog? And I said, yeah, I do. And he was like, oh, how many words do you write for your blog? And I was like, oh, I try to keep to 1,500 words. Like, this is, I think, what I can do. And he was like, oh no, this is too much. And I was like, really? Really? You think it's too much? Because guys, writing 1,500 words is quite hard for me. And I got all excited. I was like, okay, cool. And then, okay, he told me about what he does, and I told what I do, and good. Second meeting, another guy asked me again, oh, you have a blog, cool. How many words do you write? And I was like, okay, I just had this conversation. And I said, oh, 1,500 words. And he was like, okay, so 1,500 words is the minimum. And I was like, what? I just had a meeting with a guy who said, oh, no, it's like 400 words, it stops. It's awesome. And he was all like, oh, okay. And that's the point here. Which one of these guys, who was wrong? The guy who told me that 400 words, or the guy who told me, this second guy I met, he said, actually the best number for a blog post is 2,500 words. And then he sent me the reason why he thought this is the best, I don't know, maybe length of a blog post. So who was wrong? The guy who told me 400 words, or the guy who told me 2,500 words? So, or 2,500, yeah. So, and that's the thing. Both of them were right, and both of them were wrong at the same time. And that's really disturbing for us, guys, for most people. So yesterday, and I thought it was a bit weird that you guys are so advanced, that you had that what you had to sort of work on was duality. But that's pretty much the concept of duality here. Everything is right and everything is wrong as well. And that's very disturbing for people. And one key, and that's the first point of why balance is the key, is that if everything is right and everything is wrong, there is one element missing. And this element is us and our goals, I don't know, our missions, or what you want to get to. So if you add this extra element, then you know which one of those guys were right. So when you think about what my goal was, the second guy was right, because I want to rank my website on Google, and Google really likes blog posts that are 200 words, 200,000 words. So this is the perspective. So, but these two guys also have their own perspective. Like the guy who I think is right, because it's according to my perspective, he was looking at the same perspective as I was. While the first one, he had a platform where he had a big audience, so you would write a small sort of blog, and he would send to all his subscribers, or the people who follow him. So if I didn't have a blog, if I didn't have a website, maybe that would work for me. So this is number one. Balance comes from knowing this. Everything is right, everything is wrong. You need to know the goals. otherwise you go nuts. Okay, so this is number one why I believe balance is the key. The second point why my perspective is, I don't know how much you know about, now all the words are going away. No, but it's Steve Jobs. I don't know how much you know about Steve Jobs' story, but he was adopted as a child. So his mom was at university and she didn't want to leave university to have him, so she gave him to adoption. And there was a couple that wanted to adopt him, but then they gave up last minute. And the only couple that wanted him was a couple that didn't have a degree, and that was super important for his mom. And she agreed to give him to adoption to this couple only if they sent him to university. And guys, many things happened to him, and when things happen like this, so for example, his mom gave him away, so a program is created, like there's something wrong with me. And with that, you could see, I don't know how much you know about his story, but you could see how much of his actions were actually trying to prove himself and were a bit crazy, you know. So eventually he was kicked out of his own company. His daughter recently wrote a whole book about telling how bad of a father he was. He died at the age of 56. He was really young. He had many illnesses. And anyway, so the second point why I believe balance is the key to success, because no success in terms of money, in terms of really reaching, you know, becoming famous or all the stuff, is worth without all the rest. So that's my perspective, and I see in his story how much of this is true, and that's what I believe is the second point. The third reason is kind of the opposite of it, but not really, kind of, is because, you know, sometimes great, you have amazing family, you have friends, you have relationship, you have I don't know, assets and everything, but your professional life is yeah. So I also don't think it's worth it, you know, because our professional life is where we can serve and we can contribute, and if that is not, you know, in a high level, remember that wheel of life, if that's not also high, then it's not worth it either. So from here, usually people who've got this survival feeling, they think it's impossible to have it all, and that's, for me, it's extremely important. That's the third reason why I believe balance is the key, because if you have everything but not the professional, or if you have the professional life and not have, you know, the rest, what is the point? I believe we can have it all. And if you are in a sort of survival mindset, you believe it's impossible. And again, it's 100% right and 100% wrong. 100% right because, yeah, it's impossible. If you are just surviving, you're not going to think balance is the key for you, because you know, surviving maybe is something different than really creating and nurturing and building an amazing life and also an amazing business. So it's almost like they can't coexist. And it's also 100% wrong, because if you shift, if you're like, okay, it is possible, then it's wrong. Okay, cool. Fourth reason why I believe balance is the key is because success is a funny thing. It's almost like a balance between what is in your subconscious mind and what is out, your actions, your attitudes. And every person is going to be different. Every person. And why is it going to be different? Because every person has a different mission, and we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Every person got different beliefs. So just so you understand, remember yesterday when I told you about what happened to my dad and his company and all the fear that I created, you know, around entrepreneurship. So that was a belief. So it was a trauma that happened that created a belief. And the belief was entrepreneurship is dangerous. There was also other beliefs like, oh, entrepreneurship is a way of getting, I don't know, maybe admiration, respect, you know. So all of these beliefs were conflicting in my head. And of course there was a lot of, and that's other thing there is in, you know, it's emotions. All the emotions you feel, like fear, like happiness or sadness. So all these emotions, I spoke a lot about fear because it surrounds us, like it's so present in our journey as entrepreneurs. And the more and the stronger our emotion, the stronger is our fear, the less you can act, the less you have good ideas, the less you can actually see the next steps. So another thing that is in is the challenges we have. So in this in my life I had challenges in pretty much 10 out of 12 departments of life. Which means that things were not necessarily easy. It was just a challenge, okay? So for example, Steve Jobs, he had a challenge in his department of family. It wasn't like a smooth thing. Oh, okay, I have my mom, I have my dad, me. No, he had a challenge. So I had many challenges. Challenges to find out what I wanted. Challenge in my romantic relationship. I found someone from another country. Challenges in terms of friends, in terms of family. I had a not very nice relationship with my mom and kind of a distant relationship with my dad. So these are the challenges that I carried in. And also I have learnings. Like I came to this life, I don't know if you believe this, but I came to this life to learn stuff. And the first thing I already accomplished about learning is to learn efficiently. So this was one of the things like that I needed to learn in this life, and I made it to do it. And all these things I told you, mission, beliefs, emotions, challenges, learnings, are all in. But there's one more element: success. And success is, you have many successes in your life, many. And your mission is maybe what you call your vision, or where you want to get, or what is going to be your mark in the world, or what do you want to do, like to contribute and to serve. But we're going to have success, many different successes. So for example, you guys said, some of you yesterday said, oh, success is freedom, success is family. Let me know, guys. Tell me your words. Do you still remember them? Do you still remember your words? So we're gonna use them tomorrow again, so just remember to keep them safe. Okay, so achievement, cool. So awesome. So success, maybe your one word is achievement. So but the thing is, if your mission is in a bit of a different way, if your beliefs are not empowering, if your emotions are conflicted, and if you don't know how to deal with challenges, then you're gonna have a problem. Then the in is not helping you to really get the success you want. Okay, and the out, because there are two parts. First part is the in, and the second part is out. It's all the attitudes, the do's and don'ts. But everything here is going to be defined by the ins, because we decide to act according to what is here, what is inside of our minds. And that's what we talk about. I think we talked about yesterday about self-sabotage. So you have a goal, and instead of acting to accomplish that goal, you self-sabotage. So I don't know, maybe, so for example, his achievement is, but instead of working to get that, you maybe, I don't know, do something else. Oh, you never work towards that. It's just because there's something in that is not allowing your outs or your do's and don'ts to get that. So you self-sabotage. Okay, so things can get really messed up here. So if you don't change the ins, so imagine you have your business or you have your idea and you want to grow and to expand, but the ins are not really helping, or the ins don't want to be, challenged, or don't want it to be changed. So things are gonna get messed up. Okay, so again, let's bring it all back, because I know it's a lot of stuff. So 4 reasons why I truly believe balance is the key to success. And let me know, do you guys agree with me? Do you guys share the same perspective as I do? So let's go. 4 reasons why balance is the key. Number 1, because everything is right, everything is wrong. So you need to be balanced and to know where you want to get in order to decide. Okay. Number 2 is because having success in your professional life, it's not worth it if everything else is a mess. And also, it's not worth it if everything is amazing but you're not serving and contributing. And the 4th reason is because success, it's also a balance between what is in and what is out. Okay, so cool. Let's exercise now. Who managed to do the wheel of life? I did mine. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you managed. So I did mine with markup. With my I have an iPhone, so I just did this, like I marked all around. So let me know, guys, if you managed. Jack saying I totally didn't. That's okay. That's okay, guys. If you didn't, I just want you to think now, if you have it, if you have this file, I want you to give a note or to rate each department. So let's go with health first. Oh, Michael did. Great. Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna do this now. I just need you guys, actually, otherwise it's gonna take a lot of time. I just want you to have a look at the wheel of life and to think of or to see which one is the lowest rate you gave. Which department is that? If you don't want to share, it's all right. I know it's a bit, private, but just look at the lowest one. And now I want you to remember which word you chose yesterday as your one word that was success. So Michael said I remember it was family. So just have a look at your lowest rate in your wheel of life. And why do I say that? Because usually there is a connection between these two. The lowest and what your goal or your definition of success actually is. So just look at that. And there is one more thing I want to help you do, which is to visualize what that represents. So for Michael, it's a bit obvious, family, but for some people it's going to be a bit more. So I remember some people said freedom. So I want to guide you to see what that image represents in terms of maybe an image or maybe a feeling, or if nothing comes to you. Okay, so for me, I told you guys, it was and it still is for me, my one word is money, and I'm gonna explain you tomorrow why. And when I did this exercise, what I saw was people. Tomorrow I'm also going to explain why it meant. So the image that I saw was people. Okay, so now I'm going to guide you in a meditation. Get ready to meditate. Okay, so get yourself comfortable. We're going to meditate, and I'm going to guide you into seeing what your one word represents to you. Okay, so you're going to get a bit more clarity on that, and it's probably connected to your wheel of life as well, your lowest rate on the wheel of life. Okay, so get ready, take a deep breath, exhale very slowly. When you're ready, close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes with you, and I'm going to guide you in this meditation. So first you're going to focus on your heart. Focus so much that you can feel your heart beating in your chest. And now you're going to feel that this energy is spreading everywhere, up to your neck, your head, and this energy is connecting to every cell of your body, in your neck, your head, down your arms, your chest, your belly, your hips, your legs, your knees. Just feel this energy that your heart creates, connecting and expanding with everything. Your chin, your feet. If you can, feel your feet on the floor, stable and grounded and balanced. And you're going to feel, and you're going to visualize that this energy from your heart that expanded to all your body is going to come out from the bottom of your feet, forming like a root. And this root is strong, is powerful, and it goes inside of the earth. And it goes through layers and layers of ground, of rocks, until it finds the center of the earth. And this is your energy that is grounded, that is safe, that is stable. Now you're going to visualize and feel that this energy, your energy that expanded everywhere in your body, all the way in the earth, is going to expand out to the room that you're in, the house that you're in, the country that you're in. And you're going to continue spreading and growing your energy to all the nations. Just feel and visualize your energy expanding and becoming one with all the mountains and valleys, all the seas, all the lakes. Feel your energy becoming one with our planet. Take a deep, deep breath. And we're going to expand a little bit more to everything in our universe. Feel and visualize your energy becoming one with all the galaxies, all the planets, all the stars. Everything in our universe and you become one. And now we're going to expand even further to everything beyond the universe. Imagine there are many lights and you're going to expand and become one with all of them. Feel your energy expanding and growing. And now take another deep breath. And you're going to visualize and feel that everything will turn into a white light. Everything beyond the universe, our planet, and you, everything will turn into this white light. Take a deep breath and notice what it feels like to be one with everything. There's no separation. This is what 700 business is, like to know that you're one with everything. Okay, now you're going to take another deep breath. And you're going to bring to your awareness what that one word you saw yesterday means to you. You're going to see what you want, what you really want. And ask your brain, what is the relationship of this word with my lowest score, on my wheel of life. And let it come. Your brain will always give you answers. Even if the answer is that maybe you need to change a word or reframe it. Whatever comes to you, just accept. Maybe you're not going to understand now, but you're going to understand later. Okay? Take a deep, deep breath. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. So if you want to share on the comments what you saw, what you really saw, maybe you changed your words, maybe you changed, I don't know, what that means to you. So if you want, let me know. Otherwise, it's okay. I know it's a bit private as well. But okay, so now I want to, now that I told you my perspective on why balance is the key, I want also to tell you some truths about balance. So what you saw as success for you, you can choose. Either you go like feeling horrible all the way through, or you can choose balance to go with you on the journey. And that's the first truth. Balance is not a destination, it's a journey. So for example, for this event, I had many I'm gonna get it here for you guys. For this event, I had many successes, like what success is for me in this event. Okay, so number one, to have fun. Another one, to ground my knowledge, to be able to do this from a place of balance, to create lessons that really wows people. This is on the this is on the making, but, and you guys would tell me, but another success is create lessons that will ripple positively or to this world. It seems like it's really big, but everything that you do, it will ripple positively or negatively. But it was the journey for me, you know. So it's not only about now that I'm doing this, it's the whole journey. So if I wanted to positively affect people, I should start with my team, like the people who are helping me. And a lot of times we go a bit stressed and there was a lot of things to do, and I could just be like, oh, you're not doing this right or something like that. But no, I did my best for us to really do this from a place of balance, because this is not a destination, it's a journey. So now I want you to really pay attention to me, because this is really now what the key really is for you to get success. Okay, so pay attention now. So when we have our businesses, or when we have an idea, everything that we do to accomplish that, some people told me about mission, so they have a vision, they have missions and all the stuff. So when you have this and you start working on that, a lot of your actions are going to be a bit awkward, a bit uncomfortable. Like me doing, you know, a live event, I had never done it, is a bit different, but it can also be scary, it can be paralyzing, and that's when growth can't happen. So every time we have an opportunity, they can pretty much slip away if we're not ready to take on this growth, or if we not thing is every time we grow, some older parts of us would die, and our subconscious mind can see that as a threat, so it's important for us to really get this balance, so when opportunities come, you can grow from this place instead of being scary, being paralyzed, or sometimes getting ill just so you don't grow. That happens so many times. People getting ill, it's like, oh no, my health is the one to blame for me to not getting this opportunity. Oh, I had this amazing opportunity, but slipped away. So, and when we're growing, all the in don't want to change, and the in is pretty much our subconscious mind, with all the mission, beliefs, traumas, the emotions, the challenges, the learnings, and the successes. So what do you need to deal with all this? So you need a balanced mind. And a lot of you guys asked me about clarity and everything. So another question was about prioritize, how to be able to prioritize things. So you can do that from a calm mind, place of calm. So when I guided you in a meditation, I asked, take a deep breath in and exhale slowly, so that helps you to calm down. And when you calm down, you can prioritize. So you have your mission, it seems really far away, but every little step that you take is going to take you there. So there will have many successes on the way. And if your mind is a mess, if you don't have a balanced mind, it's going to get really hard for you to get the success. And I'm reading a really good book about it's called The Right It. It's about ideas, like how to find the one idea that really gonna be successful. And the author talks all about having a straight thinking, have a clear mind, and he's not a psychologist, he's a software engineer at Google. So for you to see how important a clear mind is, okay? So, and here I want to ask you, do you have this balanced mind? Do you think your mind is ready to take on these successes, or to take on this growth that you want, maybe in your business, and growing as well in terms of getting all the departments of your life growing together, and growing not like really low score in one and really high in another, but like everything growing together? How long do you think, if you don't have this balanced mind, how long do you think it would take? So last time I checked, it took me about 13,000 pounds in all the books, all the courses, all the mentorings, all the trainings you can imagine. And also it took me 6 years to really refine this concept of, and not only the concept, but to really live this, and to be able to put in my successes to be balanced, to be from a place of balance. And I think this is way too much, guys. And today a client of mine called, and she wanted to tell me that she got a job that is really going to help her to reach the next levels. And just a context here, this client was all over the place. She didn't know what she wanted. She didn't have balance. And of course, she didn't know what success actually was. And we had a session about 2 weeks ago. And she had an interesting download. Yesterday I mentioned that one of the things I do is a download, but I don't think I explained. So a download is almost like a program. It's a tiny sort of program that is gonna be in our you know. So it's gonna be maybe a belief, maybe, I don't know, an emotion, maybe it's gonna be helping you to solve your challenges, maybe it's a lesson, helping you to, you know, with your lessons in life. Anyway, so this client had an interesting sort of program, or an interesting download, which was about quantum shift. So during the session, it came to me like, would you like to do a sort of quantum shift? And she said yes. So 2 weeks later, she really, instead of working, let me show you something. Let me know if you can see this. So this is you. I'm amazing at writing. And this is your goal. A quantum shift is, instead of walking bit to your goal, you jump. So you jump to many successes. Okay, so this is what this client received. Instead of walking, she jumped to the place where she would get really the success that she's seeing, or her mission, in a much faster way. And it made me so happy today to see that progress. And I would like to invite you guys who is watching me today to be part of this program that I created, to be my mentee. So this client I mentioned, she's working one-on-one, but I know working one-on-one is not for everybody. I know it can be a bit more expensive. So in this program, you have everything that you need to really find this balance. So let me explain you a bit. So the first thing is you're gonna have 8 live sessions. So what you had yesterday and a little bit today as well, it was a sort of a taster of what these live sessions are gonna be. So they're almost like a one-on-one session, but in a group. But you don't have to talk about your problems, you don't have to talk about your traumas. So I'm gonna visualize what needs to be changed, and that's gonna be changed during the sessions, okay? And it's gonna be 8 live sessions, and they're gonna be recorded. You can watch as many times as you want. And this is for the 2 of you guys, like in my beautiful drawing. Either maybe you want to jump, or you want to enjoy the journey. If you want to jump, this is definitely for you. And if you want to walk the journey to be also pleasant, to be also nice and fun, that's also for you. So, but it's not only about the mind. Balance is not only in the mind. A balanced mind is extremely important, but it's not all. So that's why one of the bonuses is also about nutrition. I'm going to bring someone to talk about your specific goals in nutrition. So you're going to receive a form as well, so I understand where you at, so you receive exactly what you need. I don't want to give you guys loads of stuff or loads of information that you don't actually need. Okay, I want you to have what you need in terms of nutrition, because it's extremely important for you to also find balance. Okay, but it's not only our body that needs balance, it's also our businesses. So I'm also, the other bonus is 2 business specialists that will be talking to you guys. So you're going to decide what your startup or what your business need, which area of your business needs the most. So you decide as a group what you're gonna bring these 2 specialists. Okay, and also you're gonna have 2 groups. So one with the people that will do the program with you, and also on Slack you're gonna be able to connect for all the people that are going to do this program now and they're going to do in the future. So someone asked about momentum. How do I keep momentum? So number 1 is to know where you want to get, is to improve the in and also people. When you are surrounded by like-minded people, you get momentum. Okay, so the team is gonna drop you, if you want, the page for you to do this, if you want to learn more. Okay, and if you decided to join this mentoring today, up to 24 hours, you're also going to get 2 one-on-one sessions with me. Okay, so in this one-on-one sessions, you're going to dive right in to really change what you need to change, or to deepen more, or maybe I don't know exactly what you need, but it's to really deepen your knowledge and to release things that are not helping you to move forward. Okay guys, so before the lesson we're gonna send you, okay, let me ask the team here to do it, or I can do it as well. Okay, cool. So guys, this is a really unique opportunity for you to grow your business, to grow your life from a place of balance, from a place of fun. And tomorrow we're gonna dive in a bit more into mission, into your mission. We're gonna understand a bit more of this element of the in, and we're gonna understand even more about what success is for you. Okay, so let's review now everything that we saw today. So we saw 4 reasons why I believe balance is the key to success, and let me know if you guys agree with me and if you remember as well. So everything is right and wrong, so you need balance, and you need your goals to know where to go, or which piece of advice you want to listen to. Second, it's not worth it to have success with a broken life. Number 3 is not, all the rest is not worth it either if we can't serve and we can't contribute, right? And the last one is, again, success is a balance between what is in and what is out. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be one more intense day. It's going to be really amazing. It's going to be when you really open the doors of success you want, and we're going to talk about motivation. So some of you guys spoke about momentum and clarity and all the stuff, but motivation is really what is going to open this door for you. Okay, and tomorrow we're going to do that, and some people call it why. We're going to find your why. Okay, cool guys, so I'll see you tomorrow. So remember, the bonus with the 2 101 sessions are valid only for today up to next lesson. Okay, if you don't decide until then, you lose this opportunity. Okay guys, so let me know if you have any question. I'm here for you. If you have any question, please, is the time. Otherwise, we're gonna see each other tomorrow. Okay, so I think okay, thank you. Okay guys, thank you so much. It was a pleasure being with you again, and I'll see you tomorrow again to really find your success. Okay, so amazing. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.